Let's talk about Dune. 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 Welcome to Mad on Books, where I talk about fantasy mostly, science fiction sometimes, and comics occasionally. As a longtime fan of the book, I've become afraid that Dune may become the next Lord of the Rings, namely some amazing writing, which is only known by an entire generation or more through the movies. Don't get me wrong, I loved the first movie, and I can't wait to watch the second one in a couple of days. I'm not a books are better fanatic. Books and movies are just very different things, and an excellent movie adaptation can be just as enjoyable as the original book, even if they're extremely different. Having said that, I think the different experience of this book and the whole series is an experience worth having. Here are 3 reasons I definitely think you should read Dune, no matter what you think of the movies. Number 1, it's a book. Books are like movies that happen in your head. So of course, every reader's experience of a book is a deeply personal thing. And I think it's worth having your version of Dune in your head rather than only Denis Villeneuve's. For example, knowing what the Litany of Fear is, the whole thing, being able to read the whole thing, and then seeing how different characters in the story implement it, how they take guidance from it, how they save themselves from threatening situations because of it, is an experience worth having that you can't get from the movie. Having that experience, and many more that the book offers that the movie doesn't, is definitely worth it. Number 2, Dune influenced everything. There's a huge list of other books, movies, and series that Dune influenced, and a huge list of authors who have said that they were influenced by Dune and Frank Herbert's writing. Ned Stark is too honorable to play the Game of Thrones in any way that isn't suicidal. Hi, Leto. Tatooine is a desert planet with 2 moons and a worm that has a face. Hello, God Emperor. The world of the Wheel of Time is run by a powerful sect of women who have magical powers. Hello, Bene Gesserit. The list goes on. Number 3. The book simply has more. It might be cool if a Dune movie could be 10 hours long. Actually, it would probably be boring as hell, but I would watch it. Either way, movie adaptations are forced to trim the book and focus on the most exciting and relevant characters and events. In the book, the inner thoughts and motivations of characters are made clear. The complex web of feudal politics and intrigue is detailed. The alien culture of the Fremen is explored in depth. And the ecology of the fascinating desert planet Arrakis is explained. Apart from that, other than rumors of Villeneuve making a Dune Messiah movie or 2, it's extremely unlikely that he'll get to tell you the story of all 6 books, which span thousands of years. And I'll throw in a 4th reason for free. Don't tell anyone, but it's basically fantasy. If you happen to be a reader who loves fantasy and doesn't really get into science fiction that much, you might love Dune anyway. It's got a feudal society, which you're familiar with from fantasy. It's got prophecy, which you're familiar with from fantasy. It's got a chosen one with mysterious magical powers, which you're used to from fantasy. And it's got a horde of other people that have mysterious magical powers. Nowhere in any of the books is any of this actually called magic. But just like Star Wars, it's basically magic. So if the book being filed under science fiction is the only thing that's put you off, give it a try anyway as a fantasy lover. I think you'll love it. So I hope I've convinced you to at least read the first book, Dune, and see what you think. I think Villeneuve and crew have done an amazing job of adapting it to the screen, but of course a book is just a different thing, and I still think it's extremely worth reading it and not only watching the movies. I hope you'll try it out. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're reading awesome books that maybe have been adapted into awesome movies, and I'll see you next time.